What is going on, guys? Destin here, and I am standing in front of a 2025 Montana High Country 295 RL. So this is the smallest frame Montana in the Keystone lineup, under 35 feet, and really they're packing the whole Montana setup in a small frame. So we got a lot to go over here. Let's get started in the front, where you got your Road Armor pin box here. Underneath that's going to be our battery box section. We do have an inverter already built in, as well as our solar charge controller, slide controls, all that good stuff. You do have a true battery disconnect right behind there, and a good spot for generator prep in case you want to add. Now, one of the other big things, if you've seen my other Montana videos, the underneath of here is all finished and done, so there's no exposed area for animals to get in or cold air to get to where your bedroom is. Now, on the door side of this camper, there's a lot going on. So we're standing under one of the 2-power awnings. Having a door side slide kind of got in the way of a giant awning, so they added a second one. And the first door we're looking at is going to be our propane. So right now there's a 30-pounder on there with another 30-pounder on the other side. Plenty of space to upgrade to a 40, so you can have up to 80 pounds available to you. Here's our front storage for the camper. So a little bit smaller than some of the other Montanas, but still ample sized. There's a good shot of all the aluminum framing. I do have a LED strip in here, so you can see what you're doing at night, as well as a TV hookup on the outside so you can watch the game and not get yelled at. 110 volt power right on the wall there. Some outdoor speakers underneath that awning, and a true floodlight right by the door so you can see where you're going. Now, the steps on this one are on struts, so no need to break your back putting them up and down. And I like the little cutout that they did there, just to remind everybody what you got. Second of the two awnings, again with an LED strip underneath, and that's a good shot of the tinted windows that you see on the slide out there. Underneath the camper here is a good shot of the Rainier tires that they put on here. Done are the days of China bombs. You do get a spare that comes with it as well, and a good shot of our leveling system. So I got a 4-point electronic automatic leveling system on this. And a quick tidbit, also equipped on this is the Road Armor suspension, just to give you a little bit more play while you're going down the road. Backside of the coach, you're going to have a rear camera prep, a ladder already installed to be able to get up to your roof, where you have a fully walkable roof, fully walkable slide outs. Receiver on the underneath, receiver hitch equipped on this, good to tow 2,000 pounds if you are in a state that can tandem tow. Onto our hookup center here, we have a traditional water heater, 12 gallons I want to say, 16 gallons possibly, and then our actual hookup center with an exterior shower, winterization port, your city water connections, as well as Key TV over on the side, which reduces the need for splitters, and auxiliary solar in case you want to add any more. Here's our controls for our automatic leveling system on this one. Pretty standard. It has hitch memory, so it knows how tall your truck is. Makes leaving a whole lot easier. All right, guys, let's head on inside here. So keep in mind, this is the smallest frame Montana that they make, the 295 RL. They took their rear living setup and really shrunk it down big time by taking off, well, probably 8 or 9 feet from the whole coach here. And they still didn't make you forego anything important. So let's start off right in the back and kind of work our way forward. So we're going to start off with a oversized trifold sofa made by Thomas Paine. Now, what's cool is you still get the nightstands on the sides of them. A lot of times when you go with the oversized couch, you lose that. You don't have anywhere to put your drink. They thought about it. You still get somewhere to do so. You also get 110 volt power, as well as USB chargers on the back end there on both sides. Overhead above that couch, you're going to have more than ample storage that you're not going to bump your head on. A window that actually opens in the back, and then 2 picture windows on the sides so you can get some really nice views. You do have blackout shades equipped on this, so if you do want to block the world out, you have every opportunity to do so. Now, as I make my way forward here, you're going to notice we have the old school floor vents in the floor here. Well, you're saying, well, Grand Design doesn't do that. Well, there's a reason that Keystone does this, and it's because your delivery method of heat is so much better going with an in-floor vent system. That's why we do it in our houses, and that's why you don't see dryer vents coming through our furniture in our houses. Our next seating area is going to be our power recliners, again by Thomas Paine. You do have the power option to it, a little cup holder in the center, and really nice setup of it because it's going to be right opposite from your TV. So you can sit down, not have to stress your neck, and you're good to go. So you got a 50-inch smart TV on this one. Overhead storage right above that, all residential on their hardware this year too. And that's super deep storage. Behind the TV, if I click this, there's a ton of storage space back there that you can utilize for DVDs or maybe a liquor cabinet, but you didn't hear me say that. JBL speakers on the inside and outside of this one. There's a subwoofer built in. JBL's a known brand. I'm happy to see it instead of some off-brand. And I got a Furrion 30-inch electric fireplace in this one. Good to take the edge off, but not good to heat the whole camper. Now, speaking of HVAC, up above is going to be our first air conditioner of the two in this coach. Every Montana will have at least 2 air conditioners, sometimes prepped for a third if it's a true Montana. Now, kitchen-wise, they shrunk it down a little bit, but it's still functional. What they didn't shrink down was I still have the Furrion 3-burner cooktop, which is oversized. Underneath there, I have an oven that's at least decent sized. Not giant, but it works. I also have a pots and pans drawer underneath which they added this year, and they did a nice stainless steel overlay to it so it matches your appliance package. Now, talking storage in the kitchen, they give you more than enough. I have 4 full extension drawers here. What's nice is these are all soft close drawers too. Underneath the sink, I'm going to have dedicated trash can space, and it's minor, and most people won't care, but they actually finish where they cut all the holes in the floor. Instead of just leaving open plywood, they actually put a finish on there, and it looks good. We got a metal one-bay sink for our sink station residential faucet on this one, and really a simple but clean island, which is nice to see. I got power on the island. I got some nice LEDs underneath the countertop here to give it that backlit kind of look. And a nice little flip-up countertop on the other edge there. Now moving on down the line, of course I didn't show off the wraparound storage over the convection oven there. And this is our Furrion 2-door fridge freezer combo. So tons and tons of space. This runs off 110 volt and 12 volt. So even if you're off-gridding it on your battery, you can still use your fridge. Now, pantry space, we're not done yet. Once I open this door here, I got a full pantry. I wouldn't call it walk-in, but it's enough to get the job done. And that brings us to our coffee bar here. So dedicated coffee bar setup. You got a nice little backsplash there. And a decent amount of storage underneath. Up above the coffee bar, again, even more storage. You got 110 volt power up there. And really, I thought they did a really good job taking their traditional rear living floor plan, which is anywhere from 35 to 40 feet usually, and dropping it to a sub 35 without really sacrificing a whole lot. You still got the really nice residential light fixtures. You got a ceiling fan, which operates off 12 volt. And before we get upstairs here, that's going to be our kitchen table. So I got 4 seats here, a leaf on the table, pretty standard. And there's no legs under there to get in the way either. So all 4 people can actually sit comfortably. Let's head on upstairs. Before we get upstairs, there's going to be our breaker box right by the door there, as well as our central vacuum station. And here is our control panel for the whole camper. So we got our convenience center, all of our light controls, and our fan controls up above. Also, our inverter controls are going to be located in here too. So pretty much everything that you need to operate the coach is right in the door right there. You got your spot for a coat rack right as you walk in. And let's head on upstairs. So in the bathroom, it's going to be a combined bathroom bedroom setup in this one. You do have a pocket door that you can close off if you don't want it to be that way. So let's start off here. A decent sized vanity. I like the new updated sink faucet that they used. And the medicine cabinet's functional. You got a little bit of space in there, a little bit of storage underneath. And then I got 3 full extension drawers and dedicated trash can spot underneath the sink there. On the slide out of the coach here is going to be our washer dryer prep. So we have a decent amount of storage up top. Underneath there, I would probably advise a combo unit for something like this, but you do have enough space to put one there. There is the power for it as well as the plumbing. So you got a 1-piece neo-angle shower in this one. Good amount of space on it. Like 6 foot tall. I got plenty of space on there. Oxygenic shower head to do the business that you have to do. And really, plenty of arm space. It's not bad for... I have a porcelain commode in the restroom as well, next to a little bit more storage here. And the doors are actually solid on this. They're actually using hardwood in some of their stuff, which increases our weight a little bit, but it's super nice to see. That'll get us into the bedroom here. So the bed's also on a slide out. I got a king-size bed in this one. There's our entrance from the hallway there. But really, they didn't make you lose a whole lot. They think, actually, I would almost prefer this than a traditional bedroom in a fifth wheel. So you got a king-size bed. I have a second air conditioner up here, which is also ducted through the trailer, which will help out, especially if you're down south and need the BTUs. One side of the bed's going to have a oversized nightstand. Both sides will have a shelf up above with access to power. And this is what's changed from our traditional fifth wheel setup. Instead of having our wardrobe up front, I got a really nice automotive grade window that you cannot see in, but you can sure see out. Look at all them fifth wheels. And tons of storage underneath there. So I got 2 full extension drawers here. I got floor to ceiling wardrobe on both sides. And really, I like the openness that this kind of bedroom provides compared to what I'm used to seeing. Guys, that's about the tour of the Montana here. If you're part of that RV lifestyle, make sure to follow along for more walkthrough videos like this, and we'll see you next time.